As police in Upper Darby search for more young people involved in last week's flash mob in which they stormed a department store, looting and terrorizing, more adults are thinking about arming themselves. Joyce Evans live in Upper Darby. I couldn't believe I heard this one earlier, right, Joyce? It sounds like a I'm going to get them before they get me kind of mentality.
Not quite, Thomas, but it really is more like don't try it, because if you do try it, I am fighting back. Yes, people are talking about how afraid they are of getting caught up in the midst of one of these flash mobs, and they want to be ready. It sounds unbelievable, but law enforcement says, believe it, it's a nightmare in the making.
And think about it, we're talking about shooting children.
Not the cops. We're talking about ordinary private citizens, maybe even your next door neighbor.
We have people now that are fearful and are carrying guns because of children. How sad is that?
Sad and scary, and it's all legal.
They're for self-defense.
10 to 20 applications processed every week in Upper Darby Township alone. Captain George Rhodes says with that many people carrying and the violent actions of these flash mobs, the worst is bound to jump off.
We could have the wild, wild west. So now we have this mentality that I'm not going to retreat, I'm not going to call 911. I'm going to be a vigilante and take care of the problem myself.
That means flash mob children could be dead and the would-be victims may have the right. But he's appealing to everybody to think twice.
Everybody's got a gun permit, everybody's got a cell phone. Depends upon which one you're going to pull out. Are your actions worth what could occur?
Ask the dozen or so kids caught up in this flash mob now facing conspiracy, retail theft, and more. The youngest, 11 years old.
What's surprising with this group? They don't have criminal records. Most of those kids, this is their first interaction with law enforcement.
It makes no sense.
It hasn't made sense for years. It's just catching up to us.
Sounds really scary, doesn't it? I talked with a number of private citizens tonight who said, you know, they used to keep their gun only inside their home, but now they're taking it with them pretty much everywhere they go. And Thomas, of course, they wouldn't go on camera and talk about that, but police are confirming all over that you might be surprised who exactly is packing.
Well, you can certainly understand why they'd, be concerned, but I don't know if this is necessarily the answer.
It's kids.
Yeah.
It's kids.
We've got to remember that. Joyce Evans reporting tonight. Joyce, thank you.